It's not a secret that those who have hemorrhoids also experience a rash and itchy skin around the anus. It's a common occurrence accompanying hemorrhoids condition. Before we start how to treat effectively this itchy and nasty occurrence, let's have an understanding what causes this inconvenience. Firstly, we have to acknowledge that hemorrhoids are part of human inner intestine. Before the hemorrhoids develop in human rectum, they were regular, normal smooth intestine, a part of a vast internal food conversion system. To put it simply, the food we eat gets processed in our stomach with the help of a gastric acid, where all goodies are absorbed by our inner system, while the leftovers, what is left after this process, is excreted in the form of bowel. Bowel itself, being firstly in the stomach, contains in its structure quite large amount of stomach acid. This acid in the bowel would harm our intestines, if it wasn't for the lubricant the intestine continuously produces in just right amount on the inner walls to protect the intestine's passage and to help bowel in its transition to rectum, and out of our bodily system. The intestinal lubricant is very acidic itself in its consistency. This very same lubricant is the culprit of our itchiness. This is exactly our problem. Without hemorrhoids, the lubricant is produced to the point right above our anus opening. It is not discharged or leaks outside the rectum. It is comfortably doing its job inside. With the development of internal hemorrhoids, while they prolapse outside the rectum, through the anus, they are still part of the intestine and produce the intestinal lubricant constantly, which is called mucus. The mucus' strong acidity creates skin inflammation around the anus area, irritates the skin, which in effect causes itchiness. This occurrence may also cause an unwanted infection. No amount of scratching will help to ease the condition. In fact, scratching will make the condition much worse. It will literally drive you crazy. You can forget about good night's sleep. Apart from temporary and simple remedies, there was no effective treatment for this condition. People with this itchy condition could do nothing about it, until now. Fortunately, there is a way you can effectively control this occurrence. As I mentioned above, you can do nothing about it, while the hemorrhoids are prolapsed out of the rectum, simply because, as a part of intestines, the production of mucus goes continuously. There is thousands of years' quest on how to shrink hemorrhoids in order to get some relief from inconvenience, discomfort and pain. Read on, to see how you can shrink fast prolapsed internal hemorrhoids. The first thing we have to do, is to push prolapsed hemorrhoids back to rectum. But how can we accomplish that? Nowadays, with all medical advances, there is no way to push those nasties back to rectum. Or perhaps there is, a convenient, harmless, non-surgical way to do it. Yes, there is a way, a device, which will assist to push the prolapsed hemorrhoids back to rectum, where in its natural moist environment, they start a process of healing and fast process of shrinking. No doctor, whether a colorectal specialist or an expert, will do it, or will tell you how to push prolapsed hemorrhoids back to rectum, simply because they don't know how to do it. But now, thanks to the new invention, world first, a device called Hemorrhoids, which does just that, pushes prolapsed hemorrhoids back to rectum. To treat, or rather control your itchiness, firstly you'll need to get this device, because this device is the essential key to successful itchiness treatment. It is available for purchase from eBay. I'll provide the link below this video. With your internal prolapsed hemorrhoids sticking out, it's just impossible to treat itchiness, no matter what you do. To succeed in effective itchiness treatment, the hemorrhoids must be pushed back into the rectum first. After you use the Hemorrhoids device to push hemorrhoids back into the rectum, wipe your bottom with a wet tissue. There is a big choice of wet tissues out there, on the market. To some you may be allergic to, so choose carefully which one is most suitable and convenient for you. Use wet tissue right after you'll use the Hemorrhoids device, after passing the bowel. Use it whenever you feel that mucus leakage occurred. Most importantly, use it in the morning, after you wake up, and right before you go to bed. The Hemorrhoids and wet tissues combination should give you full control over the mucus-occurred itchiness, and that means peace of mind and good night's sleep. When the itchiness starts to irritate you, because you forgot to wipe the mucus of your bottom, wipe again, dry the spot and apply a small amount of zinc oxide cream, which will form barrier to help protect your skin against itchiness and rash, and will provide soothing relief. Use the anti-itch soothing, preferably zinc oxide-based cream until the itchiness disappears, and continue with wet tissues as usual. Usually, you'll need to use wet tissues 3 times a day, first thing in the morning, after passing bowel, and at nighttime, right before you go to bed. This should give you full control over internal, prolapsed hemorrhoids-caused itchiness. On how to treat and control fast and effectively internal prolapsed hemorrhoids, see my earlier video upload. Hemorrhoids Hemorrhoids treatment. New, fast, easy, efficient treatment for prolapsed internal hemorrhoids. New, effective, natural, skin contactless, painless, no side effects, instant relief, under 1 minute. Internal hemorrhoids treatment you'll ever need.